Here, this is Lord Potato, and this is What If Naruto Was Like Orochimaru, Part 3. Now, it's been 6 months ago, so I need to do a recap. Also, I'm going to do Part 2 of What If Naruto Was the Son of Orochimaru. Yes, I know. I did 2 Orochimaru what ifs, but when I'm mostly Naruto either being a son or being just like him. But not the point. Let me do a recap of what happened last time for this what if, but before I do that, subscribe to my channel, iconic what ifs and Obito what ifs. Links will be in the description. Other than that, let me continue with this what if, but yeah. What's it called? I also realized that I need to change something for the, well, never mind. I'm sorry, I keep burping. But other than that, let me begin into this what if, and let me shut the fuck up. But I'm going to a recap first. So, Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, also known as, well, Naruto Uzumaki Senju, Yuki, and some Firecracker Kenkai. Yes, Naruto experimented on himself in the, well, kind of beginning, before the Chunin exams. Of course, he now has 3 Kenkais, the Hydroton, the Mokiton, and even the, what's it called, well, a Firecracker Kenkai that he managed to took from Naruto. He took all those. He kind of like helped Orochimaru and the plan. He kind of knocked out Sasuke so he can take Sasuke towards somewhere so he can be kind of captured by Kabuto. Of course, this is where, well, after the little fight between the village and all that, the village wasn't fully destroyed. But of course, Hiruzen did die, sealing Orochimaru's like hands. But of course, that after that, Orochimaru was kind of screaming out in pain because he hates the fact that he can't use his arms and they're in pain. Of course, anyone would be angry for that. Of course, it's a reason why they were sealed off was because of Hiruzen, but yeah, you know, the Reaper Death seal. Of course, Naruto, he, on the other hand, had it to kind of, well, he started kind of experimenting, trying to figure out a way to kind of help Orochimaru and his arms. He found out that his blood is actually contained of kind of regen factors. Now, Naruto overdid himself, but he healed Kinamaru. Of course, the reason why is because Kabuto says tried to heal him or something. Of course, Kinamaru had to drink blood of Naruto's. He kind of didn't like it at all. Of course, where, well, he was he woke up after Kabuto asking Kinamaru to wake up. Of course, he woke up, he was in full strength back again. Of course, where, well, he was, sorry about that. He was in full strength. And of course, where, well, Kabuto did get a, like, blood that was mostly, like, blood vial that Naruto left in the refrigerator. Went to Orochimaru, kind of, like, put in a syringe, put it inside Orochimaru's arms. And of course, Orochimaru's arms stopped kind of bleeding, thanks to the regenerative factor of Naruto. Now, Naruto's why he has a very strong regeneration factor is because of the, well, the Uzumaki regeneration. Also, the Nine-Toes healing factor that Naruto still has a little bit inside it. What's called the Senju, and also the Yuki, and also this Firecracker Genkai. He has a lot of healing factors. So, of course, is where Naruto's healing factors a little bit much faster than normal's. Well, way faster than original canon. This is where, well, with all those kind of combining together, it made a very powerful healing factor that when they gave it to Orochimaru's hands started kind of becoming pale again, but of course becoming purple. So it's not like a fight. But of course, it's kind of losing because of the fact that it needs a little bit more blood. But Orochimaru kind of commanded Naruto not to overdo himself. Of course, Naruto was going back to his research lab. But of course, when he was getting closer, he kind of saw Shiroi, an OC character that I made, which she has white hair and like silver slick eyes. Of course, there was also Kinamaru and Tayuya and Kim. This is where, well, Naruto passes out before he even fell down to the ground. Kinamaru did catch him. This is where Kinamaru did bring him back to his laboratory, but yeah. Shiroi was angry. Of course, the next day happens. This is where the Sound 4 and even Kinamaru was actually going with Orochimaru and Kabuto towards the Final Lady Tsunade to heal his arms. Of course, Orochimaru does see Shoroi and Naruto kind of fighting each other, when mostly Shoroi kind of trying to kill Naruto for his stupid and retarded acts. And of course, Orochimaru saw this Chuckles and kind of asked them if they were ever gonna have a child together when they're older. This is where both their faces go red and of course looked away. But that's where I kind of leave it off. So this is where, well, Orochimaru says, well, if you don't mind, I must be leaving. This is where Orochimaru says, Naruto says, wait, where are you going? This is where, well, Orochimaru says, oh, on a mission to find Lady Tsunade. This is where Naruto says, can I? This is where Orochimaru says, no, I need you to stay here. And Naruto says, but why? Well, I can't still kind of, well, what's it called? You still need to learn about your Kenkais. And you need to kind of not be near the Uchiha. He has a very deep hatred for you. It's very interesting that you managed to unlock his MS. How is that? Oh, I just killed a pink hair girl that he was kind of close to. And somewhat close to me. Not really, I hated her. But with that happening, I kind of just stabbed her in the neck. He got angry. He wanted to kill me for revenge. So he just hates me. That's where Orochimaru just smiles and says, well, that's interesting. But of course, this is where Naruto says, but okay, if I have to stay here, fine. This is where Orochimaru says, should I look over after him? Shoroi says, fine. She's still red. Naruto's also kind of still red, but this is where, well, Orochimaru just smiles and just walks away. This is where Kabuto decides to kind of have bandages and other things just to kind of, like, put on Orochimaru because some of it still bleeds, but not much. It doesn't bleed, like, very fast. But yeah, this is where Kimamaru, well, not Kimamaru, Kimamaru, Kayuya, the twin sibling, whatever, and the big guy kind of goes. I don't remember those suits because I just forget about them, but yeah. This is where they're going with Orochimaru to kind of find Tsunade. This is where Naruto sighs and just says, fuck, fine, I'll go experiment myself. This is where, before Naruto gets to leave to kind of go experiment himself and all that, to kind of figure out what abilities he has and all that, or what limits he has. Before he even does that, he kind of gets grabbed from the back of the collar and kind of gets dragged. This is where Naruto's like, Shoroi, what are you doing? Shoroi says, shut up, idiot. You're coming with me and I need you to talk to someone. But why? Because you need fucking help. You need to stop experimenting on yourself, you idiot. Naruto says, fine. This is where, well, Shoroi just sighs, and this is where Naruto's brought towards a cave, and this is where, when they get inside, they kind of see a large white serpent. A large white snake serpent. This is where this is the white snake stage. This is where the white snake stage transforms into looking like a human a little bit. And this is where she says, Shoroi, you're back. And who's this young boy? He smells of snakes also. Interesting. This is where, well, Shoroi says, this is Naruto. Naruto says, serpent. This is where Naruto says, yeah, Naruto serpent. This is where Shoroi says, yeah, that. This is where the white snake says, serpent you said. I haven't heard that name in a while. Serpents are mostly snakes, but they can be any type of serpent. Sea serpent, fire serpent, any type. It can be stronger than the snakes that are in the summoning contract. Very interesting. Can you turn around and kind of lift up one of your, what's it called? Well, lift up your back. That's what Naruto says. Fine. That's what Naruto does. And it shows to have the kind of like serpent symbol. A black serpent and a white serpent. Kind of looking to fight each other. This is where the white snake says, now I know what you are. You have the serpent contract. And from my guessing, you got chosen by the light and dark serpents. This is where Naruto says, yeah. I have a contract with them and I have to go later to kind of train with them in the temple. But yeah. The white snake says, I get it now. You were chosen to be its contractor, chosen to be its guardian, fighter, and attacker, just in case anyone dares to attack it. Well, not attacker, mostly guardian and, well, kind of, contractor, guardian, and with protector. But yeah. And so, well, Naruto says, yeah, I guess you can say that. So, well, the white snake sage says, good to know that you're another serpent. So, does your eyes always just look blue like that, or are they slick like a serpent? It's where Naruto sighs and says that his eyes aren't really blue like a dot, like a normal human. They are slick like a serpent, and this is where Naruto shows it. It's like a green. Sorry about that. It's like a green, blue, and yellow kind of mixed together. Like the outside of the eye, like near the eye, well, inner eye mostly, is sort of like a blue ring, and then kind of inside there's like green in the middle first, and then there's yellow, like a golden yellow and all that, and then there's a slick. That's where, well, the white snake sage said, interesting, your eyes are very interesting. That's where Shoei kind of realized his eyes. They're kind of beautiful, that she kind of likes. This is where she kind of goes red, because she kind of remembers what Orochimaru said, and this is where she kind of goes really red. This is where, well, Naruto kind of sees kind of Shoei kind of going red, and this is where Naruto goes up to her, he's saying, you fine? This is where Shoei says, yeah, I'm fine. Ignore me. This is where Naruto says, fine. The snake talks to Naruto, and this is where Shoei is just keep getting more red and red. This is where, well, she didn't hear about the fact that Naruto has to go train in the temple to become its guardian and, well, kind of serpent sage. This is where, well, the white snake understands what it means to become a serpent sage. It needs to devote about 4 years, because, yeah, but for 4 years, maybe even more. But this one Naruto says, yeah, I guess I'm 13 right now. Well, I just turned 13 a while ago. Yes, it's right now in the middle of October. And this is where Naruto says, I just turned 13 a while ago. When I get out of those 4 years, I will be 17. This is where the white snake says, oh, well, good. Good to know. Maybe you get to marry my daughter. This is where Shoto gets flustered again. This is where she says, shut up. This is where serpent just, what's it called? Snake just laughs. Mostly Shoto's mother, or grandmother mostly, but it kind of looks like her mother, but yeah. And this is where Naruto kind of goes fluster also. This is where Naruto kind of looks away, but yeah. This is where, what? The white snake sage says, oh, but whatever. Very interesting about you, boy. If you be able to summon the legendary serpents. Maybe, maybe not. But whatever. Good luck in your journey. This is where, well, the white snake sage said, well, if you don't mind me, I'm going to go back to sleep. Shoto, you should take him out of the cave. Shoto nodded. This is where it takes Naruto out of the cave. And Naruto says, you're holding my hand. This is where Shoto says, shut up. That was the only way to get you out of the cave. Or you would have got lost and would have probably gotten attacked by the other snakes. This is where Naruto says, I guess so. This is where, well, Shoto kind of like takes him back to the Sound Village, and this is where, well, Naruto says, so, we're just back here. Do you want to talk about something? Shoto says, no, shut up and leave me alone. That's why Naruto says, fine. I'll ignore it. I will just not bother you that much. That's where Shoto goes, this is where Naruto disappears. This is where Shoto gets angry, but then sighs, and this is where her face is nothing but pure red. This is where she says, I hate everyone. This is where, well, Naruto gets back to his laboratory and starts kind of experimenting a little bit. He kind of got Kinembaru's kind of DNA and blood samples. This is where Naruto is kind of just kind of experiment on the blood samples if the bone release will kind of merge with probably the senju cells and other things. That's where, well, Naruto didn't know what to do with the experiment because he has Kinemura's blood, but this is where, well, he's thinking with the Uchiha bloodline. Sorry. This is where Naruto decides to put the two, what's called, like, samples into himself, just to kind of experiment on himself what he would get. And of course, this is where, well, Naruto kind of, like, falls down and takes a sleep for 2 days. This is where, well, Orochimaru is right now fighting against both Jiraiya and Tsunade. Now, of course, where Orochimaru managed to kind of get his arms healed by Tsunade, but of course, Orochimaru tries to betray Tsunade, almost killing her. But of course, Jiraiya was there to kind of fight Orochimaru off and kind of threaten Orochimaru, where is Naruto? This is where Jiraiya laughs and says, "Oh, sorry, my son. Well, I don't really know." This is where Shizune was fighting against, well, Kinemuraru and the others. Of course, I should mention one thing. The reason why Jiraiya was there to kind of bring Tsunade again was to kind of bring her to become the Hokage. Of course, also heal Kakashi from the fact that he got a powerful Kenjutsu under as well. Okay, so I might have to go in a little bit, but of course, this is where Orochimaru was like, keep fighting against them. Of course, they had to reverse summon again, and of course, bring him the Sound 5 with them. But yeah, of course, this is where, well, they are brought back to the village. Of course, this is where, well, Orochimaru was kind of hurt, but of course, this is where, well, Naruto managed to just give him the healing factor of the, well, blood that he has. Of course, storage, he is kind of just waking up now, because it took like 2 days to kind of find Tsunade, so yeah. Or kind of more days, but yeah, but Naruto was passed out for 2 days. This is where, well, Orochimaru was kind of asking Naruto what his eyes are now at, because he did notice that Naruto has the Uchiha blood now. Naruto managed to unlock the, well, 2 Tomoes in an instant, but of course he needs to kind of train more with the 3 Tomoe, and maybe know if he has a Sharingan, well, MS mostly. Of course, Naruto explained to Orochimaru that he needs to kind of go back to the Serpent Temple to kind of train and, well, become stronger. Orochimaru nodded, and this is where he lets Naruto go do it. Of course, where Naruto goes to kind of back to the temple. He kind of reverse summoned there, and this is where the two, well, Light and Dark Snake kind of looks at him and realize that he's there for his training, kind of earlier than normal. But of course, is where, well, they nodded and bring Naruto into a gate to meet the other serpents. There are so many eyes looking at Naruto. Every different eye is different color. And Naruto says, "I'm here for my training." But this is where I'm gonna leave it off for part 3 of What If Naruto Was Like Orochimaru part 3. But yeah, other than that, bye bye, potato, and good night.